What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wager Zone podcast, and we are back, guys, for the same exact breakdown we had out earlier for UFC 316. This time, I'm going to be doing a different video. I haven't done one of these yet, but I'm going to start doing this for every single event. These are going to be my props to watch. I'm going to give you guys what props I'm probably going to be looking at. You guys can choose if you guys want to take them. I'm going to let you guys know why these are good props. And yeah, guys, like I said, I'm probably going to take a couple of these. I might take all of them. We'll see exactly how it goes fight night, and I'll let you guys know exactly which ones are good, I think are good bets for the day. If you guys want to see my full betting breakdown of the whole entire card, the link will be in the description. So go check out that video. Click the link in the description to go check out my full UFC 316 breakdown. So let's get right into this, guys, for my props to watch for this UFC 316 event. All right, guys, my first prop to watch is going to be Markel Medeiros wins by decision. I do believe this is going to be a back and forth fight. I think it can be closer than I honestly really thought in the beginning, but I still think Medeiros wins this fight, but I do believe he's going to do it by decision. So a plus 150 is a really good odds because I don't think he finishes this fight. I just think he's going to be stopping a lot of takedowns in this fight, landing some strikes from the outside. He might get some takedowns himself. So I do see a lot of ground control time in this fight. So I think a decision and the rounds are going to be a good prop to take if you want to take that over 2.5. But Markel Medeiros was a prediction for me to actually win this fight. So I do believe he comes out here and probably does it by decision. So the first prop to watch, guys, is that plus 150 for him to win by decision. All right, guys, my next prop to watch is going to be Wayne Kong or Kong Wang, however you guys want to say it, to win this fight by decision. She's taking on Ariane Lipski or on Ariane Del Silva. But guys, I just think Wayne Kong's gonna do this one by decision. It's plus 125. She's a heavy favorite to win this fight. I think a lot of people think she's gonna win this fight by knockout, but I honestly pretty much don't. I think Wayne Kong's gonna come in here. Yes, I think she's gonna probably mix in some takedowns. I think she's the better striker. I think she's gonna end up hurting Ariane Lipski a couple times, but I don't think she finishes Ariane Lipski. I think Lipski actually has a pretty good chin. The only time I've actually seen her get knocked out on the feet was against Cachoeira, where Cachoeira is just one of the strongest hitters in the women's division. Like, that's how she wins fights. She has to hit you to knock you out. I see Wayne Kong and not as a pretty much a big power puncher like that, more very technical, one of the most technical strikers we have in the women's division. And like I said, Ariane Lipski, like, she hasn't been knocked out in the last 5 years. She's only been knocked out once, and that was by Cachoeira. And I just don't see Wayne Kong coming out there and do that. I think Wayne Kong wins this fight pretty decisively, probably by unanimous decision. So give me that plus money instead of dropping that minus 500 price tag. Unless you parlay her, I do think Wayne Kong's a good parlay piece. But instead of dropping that plus 500 minus 500, I say that minus 500 price tag, get her by decision. It's a really good prop for a plus 125 for Wayne Kong. All right, guys, the next prop to watch is going to be Sergey Spivak to win this fight by submission. I think there was a spelling error. Just barely noticed that right now while I'm recording it. But Sergey Spivak to win this fight by decision is a plus 325. Costa hasn't fought a good grappler at all. Spivak has good takedowns. He has very good jiu-jitsu, and Acosta has not fought anybody like that at all. A lot of his last 5 fights have been strikers. They've been putting him up against heavy hitters, strikers, because it seems like Dana was trying to bring this guy up slow, and also it's like Dana wanted to have some good fights where it was going to be a banger back and forth, because Costa just had a lot of good matchups. But now with him going up against the first really good grappler he's going up against in this one, I just think this is a good fight for Sergey Spivak to win by submission. So that plus 325 looks really good on Sergey Spivak. So that's going to be the other prop to watch. Sergey Spivak to win his fight by submission. All right, guys, our next prop is going to be Kevin Holland to win the fight by knockout, TKO, or disqualification, but mainly Kevin Holland to knock out Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque's durability and athleticism is just not there anymore, and I think this is a really good matchup for Kevin Holland. I don't think Luque is going to be able to take down Holland because athleticism is just on Holland's side, and Holland is working on his takedown defense. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still not perfect. But if someone gets Luque that's getting old, he doesn't have the athleticism anymore, I don't think he's going to be able to take down Holland, and this turns into a stand-up fight. Vicente Luque doesn't have that chin like he used to have, so I do believe this is a good fight for Holland to come on here and win this one by knockout. So plus 135. I think this is probably going to end up going either Luque by decision or Holland knockout, but I don't think Holland wins the decision against Luque. And if this fight keeps standing for as long as I do believe it's going to be standing for, I think this is a great time for Holland to land that right hand right on that chin. So the next prop to watch, like I said, Kevin Holland to win his fight by knockout. All right, guys, the next prop I have for you guys is going to be Patchy Mix in his UFC debut to win that fight by decision. I like that prop a lot, honestly. It's a plus 180. I think the over 2.5 is probably the best bet for that whole entire event. But if Patchy Mix, I'm on the Patchy Mix side. I do believe he wins that. If you guys believe he wins it, take the plus 180 at a decision. I think this might be one of my props of the night. I have to think about exactly if this is my favorite prop or not, but it's one of the ones I'm really looking at a lot because I think that over 2.5 hits. I think Patchy Mix wins the fight, and if you're gonna give me a plus 180, almost a plus 200 on Patchy Mix to win by decision, that's a really good price tag. As Mario Batista has good grappling, I don't think Patchy Mix is gonna be able to go out there and submit Mario Batista. And if it goes back and forth, I see this fight being very close, and I think at the end of it, it's gonna go to decision either way, whoever wins. But if you're on the Patchy Mix side, that plus 180 looks really good. So for that one, guys, Patchy Mix to wins the fight, probably by decision. All right, the next prop to watch is going to be Sean O'Malley to land a knockdown in this fight. It's a plus 185, almost plus 200. I think Sean O'Malley catches that chin at least one time in this fight. I think the fight's going to be a little bit more of a stand-up as it was the last time. Even on Marab said he wants to make this fight a little bit more exciting than the last one. And I think this is going to be a good fight for Sean O'Malley to land that shot. I honestly pick Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley is eventually going to get that knockout. If you want to take that plus 400 on Sean O'Malley to get the knockout, that's actually a good line too for that plus 400. But if he doesn't, maybe he just rocks Marab. Marab just drops. Pop shoots a takedown right away, but all we need is Sean O'Malley to land that shot one time, drop Marab, and even if Marab gets back up, we still cashes plus 185. So I like this line a lot. Sean O'Malley to land at least one knockdown during this fight. All right, guys, for the last prop I have to watch for this one, it's going to be Joe Pyfer taking on Kevin Gastelum, and I think Joe Pyfer to win this fight by decision is a great line at a plus 160. Joe Pyfer hits very hard, but at the same time, he doesn't have the best cardio, so I do believe if he doesn't get Gastelum out of there in the first couple rounds, he's not going to be able to get that late finish. So it's like kind of like a round and a half where Joe Pyfer is going to be able to finish it. But I do believe Joe Pyfer comes out here and honestly wins this fight pretty easily. At first, guys, like I said before, if you guys go check out my video, I actually when this fight was originally booked in Mexico City, I thought Gastelum was a really good underdog. I thought Gastelum by decision was going to be a good prop because Pyfer is probably going to gas out, in my opinion, at that altitude. But now with it being at New Jersey, I think Joe Pyfer is just going to be able to last all three of the rounds and do really well. And I just believe that he's not going to be able to knock out Kevin Gastelum. Kevin Gastelum has not been knocked out at all in his UFC career. This man has a great chin. This man has a giant head. And he has a chin of granite. This guy has taken hard shots his whole entire career and hasn't been knocked out yet. And I don't think Joe Pyfer is going to be the first one, but I do believe Joe Pyfer wins this fight. So that plus 160 looks great for Joe Pyfer to win this fight by decision. And alright, guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page. These are my props to watch. The link in the description will be to my full breakdown of the video, so go check out that video so you guys get my full UFC 316 breakdown for the card. And alright, guys, I'm out of here. Let's cash out for this event, and I'll see you guys next time.